Hey guys, this is Brian Rosner with part 2 of my video on building a custom mold-proof RV. And in this video I'm going to show you guys some of the samples that I've been gathering for exterior siding. I've been looking for something that has some structural stability to it so that I don't need to have exterior walls. I really don't want to have exterior walls, I just want to have an exterior layer. I don't really like aluminum. I don't really have EMF sensitivity 99% of the time, but aluminum seems to be a problem for me, so I don't really want to live in an aluminum box. And steel is doable, but it's really heavy. So I've been spending the last couple of weeks ordering samples from companies, and I'm experimenting with different plastic materials, different types of plastics, and I'm not sure if it's going to work or not yet, so we'll see where this goes. But I've basically been trying to get these samples to see how I feel around them, how I react to them. We've been able to live in a RV that's made mostly of plastic without any issues. So at least I have the brain function to order samples and do this stuff. When I was living in a really moldy house, I wouldn't have even been able to organize a project like this. So here is what I have so far. This is the material that I seem to be the least reactive to. This is Hdpe, high density polyethylene. Polyethylene is a plastic that they use for food products and stuff, so it's considered pretty non-toxic. This stuff is 1/4 inch thick, and it still does have some off-gassing, but it's not terrible. It's been fascinating too, because I have a black one, and when you leave them in the sun, the black one gets melting hot, and the white one stays not just warm, it stays cold, like cool to the touch. So the color difference there is obviously a lot more important than a lot of people would realize. I mean, we know black gets hot, but it's an amazing difference. I have 2 pieces of polycarbonate. This stuff is what they make bulletproof glass out of. It's very lightweight. There's a brand called Lexan, which is clear polycarbonate. It's kind of like plexiglass, but it's not plexiglass. Plexiglass is acrylic, which is a different material. Polycarbonate is different. I don't feel very good around this stuff. I don't, when I heat it up, which our RV will obviously be heated up, it does seem to off-gas a little bit more. This is, let's see here. This stuff is fiberglass. I've never done well with fiberglass. I had a fiberglass camper shell on my truck, and can you even see my truck? It's so sunny I can't tell. I eventually swapped out the fiberglass camper shell for an aluminum one because the fiberglass has a really strong odor. This stuff, I don't know if it's going to work. I've got some more fiberglass here. This is a ridiculous piece of structural fiberglass. It's really heavy, it's very strong. It's too strong because I'm going to have a steel frame in my RV. This stuff is too overkill, too strong, and too stinky. This stuff is really interesting. This corrugated, you can kind of see closely there, it's got these little honeycomb channels. It's corrugated polycarbonate that they use for roofing for greenhouses. And it's good roofing material. It's very rigid and solid, and if there's any condensation, the experts say that it can run down those channels if you have a slight pitch in your roof. So that's an interesting option. Lastly, I got this stuff called, let's see if I can put I cannot see a thing because it's so sunny. Maybe you guys can see this, maybe not. Duramax Truss Core. It's a really interesting material. It's got these are like Legos, like literally like Legos. The edge of them, they have interlocking panels, so you can click them together almost like Legos, and they also have that corrugated honeycomb shape. So this stuff actually is like ideal. You could build a custom RV out of this stuff in like a weekend. It does have a very strong off-gassing because it's PVC, and PVC is one of the main highest off-gassing materials. So that's about it right now. The metal shop is building my frame. I've gotten a little bit more intimidated about this project lately. I mean, I'm literally trying to build you know, an RV from nothing, from scratch. I don't think it's impossible, but I think it's not going to happen as quickly as I had hoped. It's just going to take time and some experimentation. So I'm going to end this video here. There's not much else to say. Those are the material samples that I have so far. I guess I'm kind of leaning toward the Hdpe because it feels the least toxic to me so far. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video.